Repeat after me, class. Wayne had a bad album, not a bad career. One more time. Wayne had a bad album, not a bad career.
Day one, Lil Wayne fans. To make my mama smile with that.
If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple, been real since Papa Pimple. I started out in the rental, Sonata, the presidential. Speak once and listen twice, they told me that less is simple.
Ladies and gentlemen, Reset TV family, man. Lil Wayne needs a reset, man. Hey, before we get into this video, man, y'all know how this work, man. Help your brother break that algorithm, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'm learning this YouTube thing a little bit better. So, you know, if you can like this video, we about to keep it a buck. So let's get right into it. I'm not a spring chicken, folks, right? So I've been a Wayne fan since he was yay high, right? I'm a lot younger than him. Well, not that much younger, but I remember watching this man do his thing since he was like 14 years old, right? I knew he had a skill, he had a talent, but good Lord, we've been waiting on the Carter 6 for how long? So let me roll up my sleeves and get into it. You gotta understand, this is hard for me because I'm not gonna discredit somebody's entire body of work, right, career-wise, based off of one bad project. I know a lot of you YNs, a lot of the younger folks, and a lot of the older people that are followers with the narrative, right? Whatever the internet is saying, they're gonna jump head first, right, in that water and talk shit. You know, they're gonna diminish that is what somebody has put out here in terms of what Wayne has done for hip-hop. But I gotta keep it real. The album was lackluster. I'll say that because I respect Wayne. And I feel like if you're giving a true breakdown of any project, no matter how much you like the artist, you should keep it a buck. Like even Kendrick, you know, I dare bring him up. Even Kendrick, as great as Kendrick is, he had a few projects that was, you know, and you know what? I apologize. I don't even feel like I gotta bring up anybody else's project that was not so great to justify Wayne not having a good project. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. At this age, personally, I'd rather Wayne had not done any more projects. If he want to be on some features, have fun, sometimes you want people to remember you at your best. Like for me, watching Jordan come play for the Wizards after retiring from the Bulls the way he did, victory last second shot against Utah Jazz, the way he got off Brian Russell and hit that game-winning shot, man, I watched that game live, you know, so it stayed on my mind. And watching him with the Wizards, even though he wasn't so bad, he was somewhat of a shell of himself. Well, this album wasn't even Jordan on the Wizards, because Jordan on the Wizards was better than this album. And he had a couple of good tracks that I thought was decent. But when you're Lil Wayne, and over the last year and a half, especially after the whole Super Bowl fallout between him and Kendrick, I feel like Wayne substantiated to the haters to come out and justify why they felt like you was trash, bro. Yeah, let's keep it a buck, because Wayne, you got any real niggas around you that heard this project before you released it, bro? Like, I really sat down and listened to every track, and you know what they say when they say sometimes you gotta listen to the songs over and over, give it time. Man, I would like to think I'm really good at hip-hop in dissecting everything, breaking down the content, or lack thereof that was in terms of substance. And I was just like, nah, bro. It felt very lazy. I won't say it felt rushed. I felt like he was like, this is just what I'm giving y'all. And you know what's the real shame? If you have listened to Wayne over the last 2-3 years, right? In his post-retirement era from dropping back-to-back bangers, mixtapes, projects. Because if you know Wayne was like one of the hardest working men in business, just like how Future is, right? Wayne was one of them. He was one of the guys that set the tone for I'm not taking a day off. And over the last 2 to 3 years, every little thing he was dropping, it was like, damn, yo, Wayne is a legend, right? He reminds you of his skill and how sharp his pen is. But this project didn't give me that. And it's like, if you did have some real ones around you, they should have told you, nah, bro, this is not it. I have no doubt that he would come back with something better, but I think because this is called the Carter 6, and if you know the whole Carter series, this should have mattered, bro. Yeah, Wayne, this should have mattered, bro. Let's be all the way real with it. This should have mattered. So even if you drop a fire project, let's just say a year from now, 6 months from now, I think this, I hate the gaslight, but this will probably be a legacy post-retirement as like somebody that should have called it quits a little earlier. I'm a Wayne fan, that ain't gonna change, but yeah, this was not it.
Hey, check me out, ladies and gentlemen. This gotta be made known, man. I'm still gonna be a little Wayne fan. And as I, stated earlier, man, even the greatest can come off with a bad project here and there, man. End of the day, Wayne is still my GOAT personally. I'm just a disappointed fan because when you're of the cloth of greatness, as a spoiled fan that I am, that's what you expect consistently, and I just didn't get that. Hope y'all understand that.
So y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. What was y'all opinions on the album? Should Wayne have said, nah, I gotta do this over, right? He claims to be a perfectionist, yet he gave us this subpar, lacklustering, project. It was very lazy. Mid is an understatement. And that's because I probably got a little bias in me and I don't want to talk bad about Wayne. But nah, bro, this wasn't it. It's almost how I feel about Kodak. Like, Kodak still got some juice, but as a South Floridian, I don't care if we come from the same neck of the woods, Kodak, you could be a little bit better too, and like, you just don't hit the same no more. I feel like you be having hit or miss, like it's inconsistent. And I can't believe I'm gonna put Wayne a little underneath post-Kodak peak, era, where Wayne just kind of like tapped out, bro. Like this was like, yeah, I'm just gonna give y'all something to say I did something, and I don't respect it. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, and yeah, I'll get back to y'all real quick. Let me know which region y'all from, which state you hitting me up from, which city. That'll be dope. This was Gravitating Away, and I really appreciate y'all tapping in with me. But wow, very disappointing, Wayne.